Jovelyn Empillo, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing student from Colegio de Santa Lourdes of Leyte Foundation Incorporated. And today, I will discuss to you about the reproduction of organisms and their cells. So, let us first define what reproduction is. So, reproduction from the root word reproduce, meaning it is a biological process in which an organism gives rise to its young ones or offspring similar to itself, or simply it is the process in which an organism reproduces. So that's the meaning of reproduction. Types of reproduction. The first is asexual reproduction, and then the second is sexual reproduction. So let's go first with the asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction means, or it is the process of reproduction in which uh, it doesn't need two parents, or it just needs a single parent, and it doesn't go through the process called fertilization. Let's go through the types of asexual reproduction. The first type of asexual reproduction is spore formation. So some protozoans and many bacteria, plants and fungi reproduce through spores. So spores are actually structures naturally grown as part of an organism's life cycle, but is designed for separation from the organism and dispersal via mediums such as air or water. So when the conditions are correct, the organism will release its spores. Spores will now be considered as separate and autonomous organisms or independent organisms. So next would be the binary fission. So binary fission, as we already discussed, it is the cell reproduction of the prokaryotic cell, and then it is also cell reproduction in some protozoans. So binary fission process is, the first would be the chromosomes will be duplicated, and then it will be separated. Next would be the it will continue to elongate and then resulting to two daughter cells. So next is a process called, or the type of asexual reproduction called budding. So budding, unlike an binary fission na an usa nga organism nagdi-divide then forms two daughter cells, and budding naman, a new organism aadtuhiya nag-arise an old organism, or aadtuhiya natubuhan old organism. Then pag mag mag-grow na hiya, then that's the time na mabulag na hiya ngadtuhan old organism, tapos magiging new organism na hiya. So that's the process called budding.
So, the fourth type of asexual reproduction would be the vegetative reproduction. So, in vegetative reproduction, amin hiya an type and reproduction na diri mo na kailangan mamilinghin seed or pumalithin seed. You just need to cut a part of a plant para igtanom mo hiya. Then, it will grow. For example, ang ganas. So, ang ganas, mag-uutot gala. And then, igtatanom mo hiya. Then, it will grow na. Other examples, and potato. Then, banana. So, ang modern examples and vegetative reproduction in asexual reproduction. Is the fragmentation type of asexual reproduction. So, fragmentation is when a body breaks into two or more parts, and these parts forms into new individuals. So, for example, he is an starfish. So, if an starfish matungahiya, matanggalan niya usa nga pinaka-tail. So, what will happen is it will regenerate. Then, ando duha nga fragments na nagbulag, magiging duha nga bago o nga starfish or two new individuals. So, amo fragmentation. So, the other type of reproduction is the sexual reproduction. So, sexual reproduction is the process of making new organism by combining genetic information from two individuals of different types or sexes. So, a best example na lahi ng sexual reproduction is kita nga mga human. So, to make a new organism or to have a baby, you need a female and a male. So, you need 23 chromosomes for each of the parent. Is the mitosis and meiosis. So, ang mitosis, ang usa nga asexual reproduction ng mga simple living organisms. Then, it produces two diploid cells. Tapos naman, ang meiosis, it is a form of sexual reproduction wherein it produces four haploid cells. So, amo dun mitosis and meiosis.